Hi, guys. So today I'm going to be talking to you about two-dimensional shapes versus three-dimensional shapes. Just like you can see in this opening slide, you can see Elsa here two-dimensionally, which means that it's flat. And you can see her three-dimensionally, where she looks more realistic. Two-dimensional shapes are flat. You can draw them on a piece of paper. We call them two-dimensional because they have two dimensions, length and width. Two dimensions, length and width. All two-dimensional shapes have sides. Well, actually, most two-dimensional shapes have sides. A triangle, for example, has three sides. 1, 2, 3. A square has four sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another word for a shape is a polygon. But a polygon has only straight lines. Okay, only straight lines for their sides, like a triangle, square, rectangle. Think about it. What shape would not be a polygon? An example of a polygon is a quadrilateral. It's a special polygon where it has four sides. And then even more special is a parallelogram, which is a type of quadrilateral where opposite sides are parallel. Next is a rectangle. Rectangle is a shape that we are all very familiar with. Rectangle has two pairs of opposite equal parallel sides. A rhombus, a trapezoid, a circle, a square, and a triangle. Out of those shapes, circle is the only one that's not a polygon. Now we're going to talk about three-dimensional shapes. Remember, those last shapes we talked about were two-dimensional because they only had two dimensions, length and width. Now we're going to add in a third dimension called height. Another word for a three-dimensional shape is a solid. These are all solid figures because you can hold them in your hand. A solid has length, width, and height. This is an example of a three-dimensional shape. And you can see here circled is one of the faces. So this shape has three faces showing, but it has three faces that you can't see. Where the two faces touch each other is called an edge. So all of these sides here are called edges. So a cube, this picture, has 1, 2, 3, 4 edges on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4 edges on the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 edges connecting them. So 12 edges total. A vertex, or if there's more than one, vertices, these are little corners. Each little corner of the shape is a vertex. So this cube has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's one more back here. Okay? So this is incorrect. There's actually 8 vertices altogether. The base of a shape is the bottom. Okay? The bottom of the shape. Some cases that's not going to be 100% true, but you'll see when we get there. In this cone, the bottom is a circle, and in this cube, the bottom is a square. So here are some examples of three-dimensional shapes. I want you guys to pay special attention because on Friday there's a game you're going to have to play where you need to be able to tell what these shapes are. This is a cube. Special things about a cube, every single side is the same. Every single side is a square. So some examples of cubes that you see all the time in life: a box could be a cube, a block could be a cube, dice could be a cube, ice could be a cube. A cube has 6 faces, 1, 2, 3, remember, and then the 3 we can't see. 12 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 8 vertices. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the one in the back we can't see. Okay. A sphere. A sphere is very interesting. It has no corners. It has no edges. It has no faces, no edges, no corners, no vertices. Okay. A cone. Cones are very interesting. They also have no edges. Cylinder. Pyramid. Now, here's the thing interesting about a pyramid. The next two are very interesting. Pyramids are actually, there's not just one. When you guys think of a pyramid, you think of this picture right here. But a pyramid comes to a point, okay? And it has all straight sides, so there's no curve. If it was a curve, it would be a cone. Right? But the difference is a pyramid goes up to a point. But the base, the bottom of the pyramid, is how you name it. Okay, so let's look at this one. The bottom of this, what kind of shape is it? It's a square. So we call this a square pyramid. What's the bottom of this shape? What's the shape down here? That's a triangle. So guess what we would call this? A triangular pyramid. So pyramids are named based on what the bottom looks like. And prisms are the same way. This is a rectangular prism because what's the bottom of this? What's the bottom of this shape like? It's a rectangle. But how come it's not a pyramid? Because pyramids come up to a point. They all come up to a point. Whereas though a prism, it looks like a box, like a tissue box, a refrigerator, a cereal box. Those are all rectangular prisms. This slideshow doesn't show it, but you can also have a triangular prism. Bonus question. What do you think the bottom of a triangular prism looks like?